Imagine a barren, windswept hill in southeastern Turkey 12,000 years ago. This is an era long before the invention of the wheel, before human beings planted a single seed of wheat, and long before a metal chisel ever struck stone. For decades, the hill's surface appeared unremarkable. In the 1960s, university survey teams walked directly over this exact spot. They saw a few broken limestone slabs, categorized them as an abandoned medieval graveyard, and moved on. The site remained undisturbed until 1994, when a German archaeologist noticed the unnatural, gently rounded shape of the hill. He realized the terrain didn't match the surrounding plateaus. He broke the ground and began to dig. Just beneath the soil, he uncovered a sprawling complex of massive T-shaped limestone pillars. Some of these monoliths stood over 16 feet tall. The broad, flat sides of these stones were covered in a terrifying menagerie. Ancient stonemasons had carved menacing beasts in high relief: spiders, scorpions, snarling foxes, and looming vultures crawling directly out of the limestone. To quarry, move, and erect these stones, some weighing 16 tons, would require hundreds of coordinated workers. And these builders had no carts, no beasts of burden, and no wheels to help them. The people alive in this region at the time were nomadic. The mere existence of this complex contradicts the accepted timeline of human progress. This timeline maps history's golden rule. Humanity learned agriculture first, allowing us to build settlements and generate food for grand temples. But these builders break that sequence. As nomadic hunter-gatherers without farms, dragging massive stones created an immense calorie demand. They must be fed. The intense, localized need to support this construction project likely forced these ancient nomads to figure out how to cultivate the wild wheat growing naturally around the hill. Geneticists have traced the world's oldest known strains of domesticated wheat to a location just 20 miles away, dating to the exact era this site was active. The human desire to build a massive monument came first. The temple gave us the farm. These T-shaped pillars are not just blocks. They are stylized, faceless human guardians, complete with carved arms resting on belts above loincloths. They form circles, looking inward. And deep within the rubble filling these enclosures, archaeologists found fragments of human skulls, pointing to a localized death cult. These skulls feature deep, bone-deep grooves and drilled holes designed specifically for suspending the heads from cords. Picture the scene 12,000 years ago. Firelight flickers against massive stone guardians. The shadows of carved scorpions dance on the walls, and human skulls hang suspended in the air, swaying in the wind. This hill was a thin barrier between the living and the ancestors. It proves that complex, fear-driven religion existed deep within the Ice Age. As excavations deepened, researchers focused on Pillar 43, known as the Vulture Stone. Its surface features a vulture with outstretched wings, a scorpion, a headless human figure, and a circular disc. Some researchers argue these carvings represent a star map. By mapping the vulture to Sagittarius and the scorpion to Scorpius, they use the disc's position to find a match in the prehistoric sky. Software calculates exactly when this specific celestial alignment occurred, roughly 10,850 BCE. This date coincides with the onset of the Younger Dryas. A swarm of comet fragments likely slammed into the Earth, triggering a sudden 1,000-year freeze. While archaeologists debate this reading, the theory suggests the Vulture Stone is a prehistoric archive, a stone record of the impact that ended the world as these people knew it. This complex is part of something much larger. Deeper into the mountains, researchers are uncovering a vast, interconnected network of similar sacred sites. At a neighboring location, builders carved towering pillars, benches, and larger-than-life human figures directly out of the living bedrock. In one subterranean room, a carved stone head protrudes from the wall, illuminated by a perfectly engineered hole that captures the sunlight only on the winter solstice. This level of solar alignment was engineered in Turkey 7 millennia before builders in Europe managed to align Stonehenge. This landscape proves hunter-gatherers mastered stone engineering and shared an intricate religion long before the history books say it was possible. After centuries of use, The people did not slowly abandon their creation. The entire complex was deliberately buried under thousands of tons of earth, limestone rubble, and animal bones. This burial acted as a time capsule. It protected the ancient monoliths from the weather, from war, and from the rise and fall of the empires that eventually built over them. We are only starting to understand the scale of this place. Ground-penetrating radar shows dozens of untouched circular enclosures still waiting in the dark earth. What we have unearthed is a fraction of what remains. If an architectural and cultural leap this massive could hide beneath the dirt for 12,000 years, our ancient past is far more complex than we realize. Other ruins are likely waiting to tell their own story.